Hi folks, today we are going to talk about active versus passive income. From real estate to crypto, low to high risk, and how do we balance it? First of all, please understand 8-hour typical job is nothing but a modern day slavery. It's up to you whether you want to really be in that slavery or you want to build like a backup plan, a scapegoat. Remember, every single one of us could be replaced anytime, any day. All employees at will. We all need a balanced approach, a backup plan, which I call BATNA, BATNA. Better alternate than negotiable agreement. You have a job, what is your BATNA? And then last but not least, are you working for money, equity, profit, or legacy? Even if you own your own company, I don't think you should be working for money, profit, or equity. You should be working for legacy. And that could mean helping humanity, you being remembered as a mentor, something bigger than life. Whatever you decide, that depends on your vision, your inner thinking. Every one of us need active income and passive income. So your active income could be your job, your active income could be your business, but then what is your passive income? And doesn't have to be income in terms of dollars. It could mean something bigger than dollars, something bigger than life. Somebody could be working for a charitable cause. Could be your passive. That could also be your active. So I do believe the first thing we have to agree on that we all need to have an active plan and a passive plan. Something to do day in and day out. That could be job, that could be business, that could be anything, but then also a secondary thing that could be a passive income, a passive plan, a secondary plan, a backup plan, whatever you want to name it. Let's suppose that you are working for a company and then you have some extra dollars now and some extra time. Now it depends whether you have dollars or time. And what is your passion? Is your passion working for a charitable organization, a charitable cause? Your passion or your time in life is that you need another extra income. So you need to start thinking, planning, and build skills for it. Let's suppose that you have a job and then you have some extra money sitting around and you want that money to work for you as a backup plan. But let's say you don't have some money sitting for you, then you build some skill that could be your backup. Like back in 2010, I started thinking, traveling around the globe. I had a global supply chain job. I was training, teaching, very good job. And I never thought that I could be replaced or I could leave this job. But then one day, it just occurred to me that I do also need to have a backup plan. So I started reading, researching, and I reviewed about 100 plus businesses. And I figured at this time in my life, I need to really do two things. A, I need to focus on a charitable cause. And B, I need to have a backup plan that will give me more time to work on my charitable cause. When I studied everything, I realized A, I need to have my business, at least a backup business for now. And then B, I need to have a business that will give me time to work on my charitable causes. I chose real estate, like I told you, and I started learning about it. I became a real estate agent, then I became a real estate broker. And I didn't do any a lot of agency, until I really became active. That was my passive thing. But I learned a lot. I studied even town bylaws. I studied how the land development worked, how my engineering, because I was an engineer basically, and how about my business education helped me in real estate. And I realized that my education and experience and global vision is going to help me tremendously in the real estate business. I did real estate for a little bit, then I did fixer upper, I was agent, then I became broker, then I became fixer-upper, and then I became a full-scale real estate developer, and then I became a developer on the commercial and residential both. So I learned quite a bit, and then I started working in the crypto market. Now I think I could talk about creating a balance between your personal life and your business life, and between high-risk portfolio and low-risk portfolio. And I know a thing or two about real estate and a thing or two about crypto market. So, and this is how I can talk about it and I can share with you. So first thing I said that you need to have some backup plan. And that would be your passive income type plan, passive time spending, that could be charitable causes and building some backup income. So I do both. I do some charitable causes, I support with my time and money, and then I also try to see if I could learn a thing or two about crypto market and invest there. If you really want to look at the real estate side of things, then in real estate, you could actually do buying and selling, you could do renting. If, for example, you look at a property and you think that you can buy, hold because it has a positive cash flow, then you can definitely go ahead and buy some property, fix it, rent it, and have a good long-term passive income. It's a great passive income. This is not what you want to do, and you want to really look into commercial real estate, then you can do the same thing in the commercial side. But you need to learn that side. You need to learn the residential side as well. But on the other hand, if you really want to be a buy, fix, and sell, that's good too. And then there are some people who actually have a huge marketing team. They get some wholesale properties, and they could be residential, multifamily, or commercial, and then they actually go ahead and buy those properties and they just wholesale it. They buy it, hold the paper for a little bit with a little bit of money, and then they have investors lined up. So they have sellers lined up on one side and investors lined up on the other side, and they match them and they make money in the middle. That's a little bit different than brokerage, but that's kind of hi-fi brokerage. But then there are some other people who are investors, and then they either pool their money together, 4 or 5 people, and then they buy a property, fix the property, and rent the property. There are some other people who will buy a land, and then they will develop the land and sell the land. There are some other who develop the land, instead of selling, they will actually build it, and then they will sell it. Luckily, I have done a little bit of everything, and that's the reason I'm kind of sharing with you my own personal experience. There are different avenues here. Now, certainly, I don't have enough time here to discuss pros and cons of every single thing, but that's what really you need to look at. The other thing is the crypto market. That is just another dimension. So you got to see that up to 1900s, real estate industry was not even an industry. This was really bought and sold by landlords, very, very rich people, sometimes kings and queens and those people. Very, very few people could actually own the land. But it was early 1900s and beyond where the real estate market developed as an industry. Look at how long it took the real estate market to become the industry. I mean, thousands and thousands of years. But now look at the crypto market. Crypto market just came into existence only 10 years ago. I mean, it's 2023 now. In 2013, the blockchain just launched the first crypto. This is only 10 years, but look at the growth in 10 years. It's amazing, it's mind-boggling. And even in the Web3, which basically cryptocurrencies in Web3, it has many dimensions. It has crypto mining, it has gaming, it is now even have AI, which is very promising. It has amazing projects, which basically are companies who are doing projects based on AI, based on other technologies. And then the biggest thing in the Web3 is community development. See, that is really where the new corporations are going to go. Because today's corporations are modern day slaveries. Whereas Web3 is providing an environment where you have DAO-based companies where every single community member is the owner. And they are all deciding the fate of the company. And now these resources are pooled, and you don't need to hire typical employees. Everybody is an employee, and every member is the owner. Now that's really the beauty, and I believe that is the way to go in the future, where basically you are going to have this type of shared ownership, where people going to make shared decision, shared ownership with virtual technology and AI. So that's like a long, really statement. But the reality is, you need to really see what is your appetite, where you are in life. Are you right in the beginning? Are you really 20 years in the business and job? And what is your long-term vision? What is your short-term vision? And build small goals and go with the investment where you have some skills. If you have some skills and passion in real estate, then go toward the real estate, and there are different avenues there. And if your passion is toward the Web3, then learn a thing or two about Web3, and then this is a very ripe market as well. It is really up to you that you are either a technology or AI lover, or you are a crypto lover or real estate lover. Whatever you want to do, balance it up, and the sky is the limit.